Hello again. It's Friday again, and another little end of the week catch up. Um, Once again, I'm gonna be putting away my groceries while I'm doing this. Doing this with my new fancy new webcam, which is nice. Um, so how was my week, you ask? Not bad, actually. For the first time in a while, I can actually say it wasn't that bad. Um, for the first time in like over a month, I can say it actually wasn't that bad. Well, for starters, I actually felt relaxed this week. Having this new job that I'm doing, where I'm working from home and not having to worry about money necessarily as much as I was, it's alleviating. It takes the weight off your shoulders. I don't feel panicky, which was doing me nothing. It wasn't helping me one bit. You know, what was it doing? Making me apply for any shit job that was willing to call it. And the only ones who called me were the shittiest ones. None of the ones where the places were fucking convenient, where the travel was convenient, or the hours were convenient. No, it's every fucking place that's out in the middle of fucking nowhere. And, you know, we want you to work from fucking 4 o'clock in the afternoon to fucking midnight. Well, it's like, oh, great, how am I supposed to get home from there? I don't know, that's not our fucking problem, asshole. Okay, cool. But yeah, it was a pretty good week because I don't have to worry about that shit. I've been thinking that I might still get like a part-time job, but I'm gonna do it on my fucking terms. It's gonna be during the fucking day. Hey, it's not gonna be crazy fucking hours. I don't have to worry about the pay that much. The money will just be extra. As for the new job, it's actually not that bad. I needed a little bit of clarification on what exactly he wanted me to do, but once I figured it out, it was fairly fucking simple. It was fairly simple, but my only criticism of it is that the people I'm working for are just like every other fucking employer I work for, in that they want me to be on my fucking game, but they don't want to be on their fucking game. Like, how it works is, I'm going to try to be as vague as possible. It's a delivery thing, like I said. They deliver, I get packages from one side of the country, and then I have to check them to make sure to say what they're supposed to be and that they're not damaged. And then once I've confirmed that, I take a picture of the shipping label that the original package was sent to me, and I take a package of the item that was inside the packaging. And then I send that along. Now I did that. I got my first 4 packages on Monday. That's what I was supposed to get, 4. They sent them last Thursday. I got them on Monday. Fine. I send the information along. Then what happens after I send the information along is they have to then send me a new shipping label to send it off to its final so I can send it off to its final destination, and I need to repackage the item with a shipping label, take it down to the post office, which luckily for me is not that far away. I could literally walk there in like 15-20 minutes, and then send it off to its next destination. Then I get a receipt from the post office. I take pictures of the receipt to show that I've sent each thing off, and I send that off to them, and then boom, we're done. Process solved. Now, in the first delivery, I already run into 2 problems. Remember I said I was supposed to get 4. I get 5 packages. I checked the shipping label on one of the packages. It's not one of the ones I'm supposed to be getting. Now, there's already other packages that I was supposed to receive later in the week. I thought maybe one of those came early, so I checked it against the shipping, because they send me the shipping label, the shipping number that's supposed to be on the label. I checked the number. It's not any of them. So I send them a message saying like, hey, I got a 5th package when I was only scheduled for 4. This is the shipping number on it. It's not any of the numbers you guys have sent me so far. So this came to me completely wrong. What do you want me to do with this? Nothing back. That was on Monday that I sent that. Yeah. One of the packages was also damaged. One of the items was also damaged. I noticed that. I took a picture of the damage. I sent another message along with them saying, hey, this is damage. Not sure what you want me to do. They just sent along the shipping label to send it off to its last destination. So I guess they were cool with that. So I'm like, okay. I guess that's not my thing to solve. Still don't know. I still have that extra thing. Don't know what I'm supposed to do with it. Then I get 2 more packages during the week. One comes on Wednesday. One comes yesterday. Now on both days, as soon as I got it, send off the shipping label, open the package up, check the item, see if it's undamaged, take a picture of that, send it off. Now, I did the one on Wednesday, didn't get anything back on Thursday. But like I said, I was getting another package on Thursday. So my assumption was, okay, they'll take care of 2 birds with 1 stone, send it along so that they'll send both along on Friday, so then I can just ship them up both on Friday. No problem for me. This is a place that only works Monday through Friday. 9 a.m. to 5 a.m. Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Thursday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Friday. Cool, fine. That's fine. I got nothing today. Nothing. I've been checking. As soon as I wake up, I bring up, there's like a little web page thing, a control panel that I can bring up, that I have access to. I bring it up, and I check it. And I check it. I have it up as soon as I get up in the morning. I have it up next to everything else that I'm doing, so I can go back and check it. Nothing. Now, it took a couple hours for them to send me to respond to me on Tuesday, but it seems like this is a place that responds really slowly to things. So it's like, all I know is that I'm doing my part, so nobody better come down on me. Be like, hey, why didn't this happen? Well, because I did my part. You didn't do yours. And speaking of shitty jobs, I finally called my former employer about the meeting we were supposed to have, so maybe I could get my job back, which I'm not even sure if I fucking want anymore. I suppose if they offered it, I'd take it back, but it would only be that job. It better not be some other shit. Well, you're gonna have to go to another place and do another fucking set of hours. Fuck you. It's either first or second shift. It's gonna be down at that fucking main office. Otherwise, I don't want it. I can be picky now. That's what this new job gives me. It gives me the ability to be picky. And I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna fucking do that. I'm done being fucking desperate. I'm done. It's like, being desperate has only ever put me in fucking panicky situations where people can fuck with me as they see fit. And I'm getting fucking sick of it. I'm gonna be fucked anyways. I might as well be an asshole about it. I might as well sit there with a little bit of fucking arrogance and go, you know what, you impress me. Because every fucking job I go to, it's the same fucking shit. They act all professional up at first, then the minute I walk in the door in the fucking first day, that fucking professionalism falls away. And that fucking manager or supervisor, they fucking disappear, and then you never hear from them again unless they're angry at you for something. Then you trust your training to somebody else who straight up does not give a shit. Every fucking time, this is what I get. Every fucking job. Fucking professionalism from the fucking guy who shows up at first, then disappears forever, and then I gotta deal with someone else who fucking hates their job and does not want to train me because it's just an extra thing they have to do that they don't want to be doing. They wonder why people don't want to deal with that shit. Why the fuck would they? It's the same thing every goddamn time. Every fucking job. Nobody fucking cares. I'm getting too old for it. I'm getting too old for it. I don't understand how people do this their whole lives. The only thing I can think of is whatever job they chose, they must really fucking love. Because otherwise, I don't see why you would put up with it. You must really fucking hate your life. Or you must be really financially secure that you can just... Like, I suppose if I didn't care, I'd just take any shit job and just be like, fuck it, who cares? Well, we don't like what you did. Well, I thought what you were asking me to do was stupid. Well, you're fired. Okay, I don't care. And then just fucking walk. That would be a good feeling. To just not have to care about a job so much, you can just go, fuck it. You don't like what I did? Fuck you. and I'm just fucking walking. Because fuck them. But anyways, as I was saying, I called my fucking former employer earlier today, and then just as I was walking in the door just now, the guy called me back. Wasn't expecting the call back so quickly. Certainly not at this time. It's after 5 o'clock on a fucking Friday. You think they would be out? He calls and tells me it's like, yeah, it's the end of the fiscal quarter, so people are on vacation. He's like, don't worry, you haven't been forgotten about. He's like, I don't think we're going to get to you next week, but maybe the week after. Okay, so it'll be in April. Okay, fine, whatever. I was like, cool. We'll see what happens. I'll make my argument. We'll see. It'd be nice to just go back to something I knew, something I'm familiar with. Something I could just jump right back into. But if not, well, it wasn't like it was a job I loved. That's the thing. I don't have a profession I love. I see so many people and it's like you get angry at them. You see people online talking about things they love, things they're passionate about. You get kind of angry at them, but it's like you're not angry at them. You're angry at yourself. It's just pure jealousy. They have something they're passionate about. They have something that drives them, and you don't. And you're just like, why did it come so easy to them and it's so hard for me to figure out? But then you talk to other people and it's not hard for them. They find something. But I think also it's like, I don't have anything that I'm passionate about. Not just professionally, personally. It gets very depressing. The only thing I'm passionate about is getting angry about my shit situation, which, let's be honest, I have more than a fair share of blame of that myself to take on, so it's just me staying angry at me. It's a depressing state of affairs, What I really want is just... What do I really want? That's the question. What do I really want? What do you really want, man? What drives you? If I suppose that if I had to come up with an answer for that right now, it would just be a fear of dying, kind of. It's not like I live a super great lifestyle, not a super healthy one in any way, shape, or form. I don't know. As I get older and older, my growing concern is that one day I'll just have a heart attack in this fucking apartment. And depending on the time of month, nobody will notice for like fucking weeks. That's a real possibility. That's the position I put myself in. It's a real possibility. And don't say it couldn't happen. I know for a fact it can't. That's the kind of shit that happened to my fucking grandmother. Interesting story with that, if you're curious, is my family, we were not super close with my grandmother. My family, I don't know, maybe it's with most families, or maybe not. there was factioning, and she was on one side of it because she's not what you would call it. She acts like a very nice, warm woman, but she's not. She's one of those ladies who puts on a facade of warmth, but really she's kind of a cold-hearted bitch. My father, her son, didn't like her. But anyways, so she was living with my aunt, and in the same like 2-home apartment. Like, my aunt lived upstairs and my grandmother lived downstairs. My grandmother was almost essentially blind. I think she was like legally blind. And this is how the story goes from what I've heard. My sister called me one night just after Christmas. I was not able to attend Christmas that year because I was working. So my sister calls me and tells me, while I'm at work, mind you, hey, like, I got a story to tell you. This is crazy. And I'm like, okay, what's the story? So she tells me about how they're talking during Christmas Eve or Christmas about how no one, she went to my cousin's house, and she lives in the same town where they live in the same town where my aunt's house. Not the same aunt, different aunt. The same town as where my grandmother lives. And they said, well, nobody's seen her in a while. I said nobody had seen her in a while. And there was jokes about how, like, maybe she died and my aunt had, like, was keeping her body cut up in, like, a little Tupperware or something like that. And just, jokes. My family has a morbid sense of humor. Well, one of my cousins got curious, and he saw my aunt somewhere on the street, and he just said hi. He said hi to her, and she said hi, and they got to talking, and he said, hey, maybe I'll come by and visit, Grandma and see her. And my aunt was very evasive and was like, oh, you don't need to come do that. She doesn't like visitors and blah, 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 and all this. And he thought that was kind of weird. So, I don't remember exactly who it was, but somehow this started getting around the family, and somebody called the local police to come up, called to do a welfare check. Like, we haven't heard from my grandmother. Keep in mind, this had been over a year since anybody had heard from her. And there's a reason for that. She had been dead for 13 months. She was still in the house. My aunt knew about it and was collecting her Social Security checks. So that's why she's in jail. And I guess that's a different situation than what I was talking about. Because, I'm talking about dying and nobody noticing, but, nobody else in the family bothered to ask for, like, a year. So it's like, look how easy the truth was discovered. All it took was one police call, when it's like, we could have done that months ago and nobody bothered. Nobody cared enough to try. But I don't even know how to reach out to people anymore. I would feel awkward reaching out to people I haven't talked to. If I haven't talked to somebody for too long, I feel awkward reaching out to them. It's like, and then when I do talk to them, I'm like, why? I stopped talking to you for a reason. It's got nothing to do with you. It's got everything to do with me. And it's not like I magically become a different person. that's not true that it's not always about them. Sometimes they can be a little bit of assholes. I'm not always the bad guy, okay? Like, certain members of my family can be fucking dicks. I can think of one in particular who comes off very fucking nice. This is a different person, and my grandmother, who comes off very fucking nice at first, and then it quickly fucking changes the minute she gets fucking pissy about something. And then who takes the brunt of it? Who's ever fucking closest by. Whoever fucking annoys her the most, who happens to be in eyesight. And guess who that happens to be a lot? Maybe that's the fucking reason why I don't fucking reach out. I don't claim to be fucking perfect, but I also don't need to be your fucking punching bag every time you're fucking angry, bitch. Anyway, maybe it's not family that's the answer, but I've never been good with friends either. I don't know. These are some of these big questions I have a hard time asking, or have a hard time answering. Asking is easy. So yeah, that was all over the place here today, huh? Oddly enough, this is me talking about it being a good week. And it really was a good week. Like, I slept well. That was really good. That was a really good change of pace. I slept well for the first time in weeks. Like, I got a good sleeping pattern going. I've been going to bed around 1 and waking up around 9 every day. And I can like really sleep. It's not just like sleeping 2 to 3 hours and you know, coming in and out of sleep off and on every hour or so. Like, I'm actually like sleeping through, at least for most of the time. It's good. It's a definitely good change of pace. Not panicking about some shit or the other. So, well, you know, I wanted to take this week to just kind of get the hang of this new job, figure it out. I think I have it figured out. I got the process figured out. I just need to figure out exactly, like, you know, how my new employers actually operate, because they seem to drag their feet a bit. It's just like, all right, you know, I'm assuming the company's doing well because you're hiring people. So I'm assuming that if you're hiring, you must be doing okay. But, you know, as far as job goes, it's a pretty good one. I definitely recommend it. I mean, the convenience of working from home can't be fucking overstated. Basically keeping, for the most part, your own schedule. It's been pretty fucking good. It's been pretty fucking sweet, man. So... And you know, everything they said would happen has happened. So I got no reason to doubt that I will get a fucking paycheck at the end of the month. It'd be weird if they didn't pay me, but they just kept sending me shit like, hey, you didn't pay me. Not the end, actually, yes, the end of this month, not the end of last month, even though I technically started last month. So yeah, I will get a nice little paycheck at the end of this month. Should be good. So yeah, you know, cutting up this chicken. So I have it ready for tomorrow when I cook. I don't know. Maybe I'll order something tonight. Kind of don't feel like cooking. Plus I gotta go out and run one more errand, just kind of check something that I forgot to check while I was out earlier. Yeah, so that's basically a wrap up. Fairly decent week. So decent that I need to ramble about all sorts of other shit. Gonna do, I think think I'll watch Godzilla vs. Kong tonight. I don't know if I'll film I'm thinking about filming a reaction alongside it. I don't know how that's going to work. I'm going to try. I don't know if that'll actually come out to something. Then I'm going to film a review of it. I have an idea for how I want to do that. That sounds kind of silly in my head, and that's why I want to do it. And other than that, I can't think about anything else. I've been streaming on Twitch for all the good that's been fucking doing. That's kind of a depressing thing to do when you don't really have a presence online. That's really only something you're doing if... I don't know how people gain followers on these things, but then again, it's like... I don't know why I'm doing the Twitch thing. I don't know. I know why I'm doing this. I just need to vent, and this seems like the most oddly productive way to do it. Some sort of outlet for creativity, I suppose. I don't know. But anyways, yeah. That's the end of that. Halfway decent week. Hope anyone who's watching did too. If you didn't, that sucks. I hope your weekend's better, and I hope next week's better than this one. That's all you can do, is remember my message, weekends are for relaxing. So, just relax, enjoy yourself, and hope that next week is a better week. Because that's really all you can do. There's only so much control you have, and you just kind of got to roll with it. That's what I've been doing. And I've somehow or another managed to make shit work. Even I don't fully understand how. But yeah, that's my moment of positivity, or whatever. Alright, I'm going to end this. Have a good one, folks.